Kennesaw State University is rated as the second largest in the state. With a student body of approximately 50,000 for the fall 2025 semester, it's becoming increasingly difficult for the campus to manage the influx of people, evident by the crowded walkways, dining hall, student centers, lecture halls, etc. One of the most obvious signs regarding this congestion problem on campus is parking. As an incoming commuting freshman to KSU, you are given the option to purchase a parking ticket for one of two lots, the Town Point Economy Deck or the East Economy Deck. But which one should you choose? Paying $180 for a permit, you should be sure to choose wisely. Otherwise, your mornings may always start with a 15-minute walk to your class or circling a parking deck 30 times just to find a space. So let's go over your choices. Behind door number 1, we have the Town Point Economy lot. A surprising fun fact to know about this lot is that it's not actually even on the campus. In fact, it actually resides across the street from the campus, surrounding the KSU admin offices, and thankfully close to the Mellow Mushroom. If you decide to pick this lot, you'll enjoy your morning walk to class every day, assuming you're not freezing your balls off or drenched in sweat by the time you made it to your 10 a.m. history class.
Okay, so I've just arrived. It is currently 11:42. I'm about to make my walk. My class starts at 12:20. I typically try to arrive early so I have time to get to the lecture hall and actually secure my seat. So I'm gonna film my walk and we're gonna time how long it takes for me to take from this lot to the campus green. So I'm parked about towards the middle of the parking lot. Let's go, let's get started. The worst part of this walk is gonna be the fact that I have no music to keep me from talking to people. There's the Bob. I miss the Bob. I could be on the Bob right now, but I'm walking. So I mean, as you can see, the front of this parking lot is like completely packed around this time of day. It's about again like 11:30. If you get here early, you'll be able to get a spot in this kind of front area. But I mean, if you're not coming in at like 8 a.m., you're gonna have to kind of park near the middle or the back. The weather is beautiful today. It feels really nice out. So at least it's a nice walk. I imagine by the time December comes, this is going to be miserable, but I guess we'll find out. And in early August, when it was still, in the 80s to the 90s, it was pretty miserable. It was definitely like, I knew I'd just be drenched in sweat before my first class, so. So we're coming up on the worst part of the walk. This intersection here is sometimes just so cool. You can stand here for like 10 seconds and then immediately be able to go and walk. Or you can stand here for 3 minutes, depending on just like the cycle of the road. I'm gonna say for the record too, I feel like I'm walking pretty fast today. I feel like I'm kind of picking up the pace. So take that as you will. I feel like I'm generally a fast walker. So that was my walk. That took me about 11 and a half minutes. That is just to the campus green. And, so if you have a class even farther than that, for example, I got to go to the Prelim and Science building. That's probably another 5 minutes. So that walk adds up. And I got pretty lucky today with that crosswalk. So just some stuff to keep in mind.
Besides just walking, you can catch a big owl bus, but you may find it doesn't adhere to your schedule and makes your wait just as long as the walk you could have already been on. Luckily enough, however, with a capacity of approximately 448 spaces.
I just want to say for the record, as I'm editing this, I did individually count every single parking space, in that lot using the virtual map. So
This lot consistently has open spaces, even if it means you're parking the farthest distance away from the campus. In this way, it may be favorable to the uncertainty of trying to find a space in the east deck. Ultimately, if you don't mind getting some steps in, or waiting around for a bus before your class, and planning to arrive a little early to make time to travel to the heart of the campus, this could be the lot for you. Your alternative to the long journey of the Town Point economy lot is the East Deck. The East Deck is a 5-story parking deck with approximately 800 spaces. In comparison to the Town Point lot, this may sound extremely favorable as it's nearly double the size and conveniently located right on the campus. However, sadly this deck is plagued with rumors of intense crowding. Due to our lack of personal experience parking in the East, we sought out accounts from other students and staff who park in the East Deck.
So I'm here with Chris. Chris, have you ever had trouble finding a space in the East Deck?
Yes.
You have?
Yes. Mostly the first 3 or 4 weeks of the semester, but it seems to be better, a little bit better.
That's it. So it gets better over time?
Yes.
I'm here with Burke, parks in the East Deck. Burke, tell us a little bit about, have you ever had trouble finding a space in the morning coming to class?
Yeah, I definitely have if I don't get here early. I usually show up like a solid half hour to an hour before I need to, just because I have had to drive around the deck a million times before, just because I got here a little later than I normally do, and yeah, sometimes I've definitely had.
So how do you like parking in the East Deck?
It's okay.
So I've heard stories of that, the capacity. Is it usually like packed to the brim in there?
Again, because I get there super early, so usually when I do get there early, it's fine. But when I'm leaving, I definitely don't see a lot of empty spaces now.
Do you have trouble finding space in the East Deck?
Sometimes. I mean, it's like, depends on the time of the day. Would you say that's typically full, or is it like hard to find parking?
I arrive about 30 minutes before every of my classes, but I pretty much find my parking pretty easily. But I also arrive at like 8:30.
You've had to circle the parking lot though?
Yes.
That sucks.
What time does your usual, would you say that you usually can like leave around like and still make it on time?
I usually leave around 2 or 3 every single day, and I pretty much make it every day.
So would you usually say that it's packed around the times that your classes are?
Early in the mornings, most definitely, but around the afternoons is when it's usually like free parking.
Would you say this parking lot is usually pretty full?
Yes.
And if you're not willing to believe the testimony of the people we interviewed, it's important to note that the parking nightmare is a very popular subject on TikTok.
Yeah, I need to talk to a manager. Just put a manager on the phone because I don't have time for this.
KSU streamers, KSU this, KSU that. Have you seen the fucking KSU parking lot? Stop coming here!
Why the hell did I have to wait 30 minutes to find a parking spot? It's the fact that I came an hour early and I was almost late to my class. What more do you want from me? Do you want me to show up 3 hours early, KSU?
If you're thinking about coming to Kennesaw State University, don't. I got here an hour early so that I would be able to park, and guess what? I can't park, and I've been circling the parking deck about 200 fucking times!
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off.
KSU, you are accepting way too many people into the school. Bro, it's like 50,000 people with only 1,000 parking spots.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person.
Overall, the consensus seems to be that if you are arriving for classes early and planning time in advance in case of crowding, the East Deck is a manageable option. And according to our interview with Chris, the intensity of the capacity seems to dissipate after the first couple weeks of the semester. In conclusion, both decks seem to have their distinct frustrations and luxuries, but beyond the challenges commuting students face with parking, there is a larger issue at KSU. Such a large university with such a large acceptance rate is going to continue to grow, and it's uncertain whether the infrastructure of the university will be able to withstand such a large student body. When crowding creeps its way into not only your classes, but your walks and even your drives to those classes, it impacts your experience at the university overall. So point being made, hopefully this video was effective at educating you future commuters on the best parking lot for you, and has clued you in to some of the frustrations you may expect starting your college life at KSU.